Hello and welcome back to another video here at Carsupkeep. We are doing today a DQ200 and how you're going to proceed in terms of like trying to set it back, because I believe that's where people are going to have most of the struggles in terms of putting this back. So right on the bench, somewhere behind me, we have the DQ200, the mechatronics, and on the scissor lift just there, we have Skoda, and that's the said 200, the DQ200 gearbox. So explaining a bit of the basics of this gearbox, what you have here is pretty much just a fully mechanical gearbox. That's your selector forks, as you would normally have on a manual gearbox. And then that's your clutch fork. Now, because it is a DSG, you do have two. So there's one clutch for the odd numbers and then one clutch for the even numbers. Your mechatronics unit. Now on this part here, if we turn this around, this part here is what you see inside here. I don't think I have pictures of this. I'm not going to open already because I already put some oil on it, so I'm not going to open it up. But this round bit here, you have what is called an accumulator, and those accumulators are prone to fail, so they will just crack or crack the housing, so you tend to see just leaking out of there. And then you're going to have fault codes for related to the pressure, because you're going to have a problem where the car doesn't have enough oil pressure to be able to shift and to be able to do its job, basically. Now these mechatronics, we've changed the mechatronic itself. So this part here, this is the brain, so the control module, if you speak of this. So now I'm trying to explain, let's get to the bottom of what this actually is. So now I'm going to try to show to you how can you set this back up. Here you have a plastic breather, you'll pop that out and you're going to fill in here with 1 liter of the CHF fluid. Now, once you fill that in with the fluid, you're gonna have to try to move this actuator. So you have one actuator here, another one, another one, another one. So 4 actuators there. And you also have on the side these 2, which are the clutch actuators. Now with these, you do need to bleed them, because you're gonna have to pretty much push them in and out. So you've put the oil. So this one here, you can see how hard it is. That's been bled already. But if you see this one, you can even hear that is not catching any oil. And I'm pretty sure one of the clutch one, like this one feels alright, this one, you can also hear that it's just catching air. So on the recommendations is you put 1 liter, and then if that also happens to you, just add another 100 ml on top of that. And the way you're going to do that is going to insert a fitting here or even a tube with a funnel, and then just let it slowly, because it will burp back on you, because there's no other way for the air to escape. So as soon as you try to put the fluid, you'll start burping back at you. So let's add another 100 ml on this, finish with the bleeding of all the actuators. Once we're happy with that, I'll show you how to set up the things to be able to put it straight back into the car. We're gonna start adding the CHF oil. Here we're using a triple QX CHF oil. Want to be doing, so I have 700 ml, so we're gonna go down to 600. So let's go. Like I said very slowly, because it does burp back at you. It doesn't have where to breathe, so that's always gonna be a problem. Let's keep sending it. Okay, yeah, that's 100 ml. Now this back out again. There you go. And let's move this out of here. Now we're gonna try again to do that situation of the actuators. And there you go. I don't know if you can hear that, but no longer I hear air in there. So this actuator now is fully working. This actuator is fully working. Yeah, happy with that one. And happy with that one. Now if you remember, there was also a clutch one was not working, so this one was good to go. This one Yeah, I heard all that air come out. So now even the clutch ones are bled. So everything is bled now. What we need to do with this part before we fit it back into the car. First of all, gasket, make sure that gasket is all the way in, because these cars and these gearboxes are not that great. Spoiler alert, they do leak oil quite easily. So whenever you're working on these, new gaskets. So this was a new refurbished mechatronic, so already comes with a new gasket. But whenever you do the kit for the accumulator, is really well worth to get it with a cover and with the gasket to make sure that you have the best seal possible. What you're gonna do now, next step, yeah? I don't know if you were born after 2000, you probably don't even know what this is, all right? And that's the madness. And even if before that, majority of the people will still go for digital ones. I don't know, I just learned how to use the mechanical one, and I'm a bit of a headache in terms of like charging batteries and buying batteries and forgetting the thing on. So I just rather have this mechanical one. I work very well and very quickly with this one, so I don't really feel like I need a digital one. So again, some people call this a vernier, some people call this a caliper. You can call this whatever you want. It is entirely up to you. What we're going to do with this is we're going to go down to the 25 millimeters. Now that, as you can see here, you can use this side. I don't know if you're familiar with how this tool works, but this side and this side here, the back of the prongs, they will also be the same size. So what you want to be doing with this, to all of them, 25 millimeters, sitting right against the case, and push them back until they are flush. Yeah, you see, so that there is flush. I'm happy with that one. And you're gonna follow the procedure with all of them. So down the bottom now, pushing the piston, and 25 again here, doing the same. There, 25. I just need this one now here. Okay, that one is going to be too far. Walk it until he's there. 25. Now with the clutch ones, you don't really have to do anything here. What you need to do, what you really need to do is you need to put the tool to hold the forks in there. I don't have that tool, so I'm just using a bolt in there. I'll show you what I've done. So I pull the forks back and I jam the bolt in there. This allows you to just go straight in with that mechatronic module without having to worry too much about this being in your way, because if you don't push this back, this is going to be touching the whole mechatronic module, and that's going to push you slightly offset, and that might throw off your 25 mil on those adjusters. So now make sure the whole surface is clean, everything is clean, and we're going to just mate this one into that one. So let's try that one now. Now all the forks, they'll have gear engaged, neutral, gear engage. So you have to run through all of them, yeah, and make sure, yeah, you see that's engaged in the middle. So slowly pulling that, there you go. So that's the middle, that's neutral. So you want to make sure all of them are there. So there's the keys there. Thank you a lot for watching this video and for staying with me trying to learn how to put the DQ200 mechatronics back into the gearbox. I will be doing a couple more videos on these type of topics, on little things that I find that might be a bit hard for the the DIY person to do it on their own. Again, this page and this YouTube channel is more to kind of like showcase the jobs that we are doing, and whenever we can give you some free advice, we will also do that. So whenever you can, just please follow us, leave a like on the video. It does help a lot with the algorithm and all sorts of things. It just helps us and backs us up. Yeah, let me know down in the comments if there's anything else specifically you want to see or view. We do have quite a fair amount of gearbox jobs to do, so I might be able to catch other in specific that you might be looking into. Timing chains, timing belts, wet belts, just leave, I'm a bit burned out with what to record or not. We've been extremely busy and I haven't been able to record a lot, and I do apologize for that, for being not as present as I used to on the YouTube channel here. But leave me down below in the comments what car or what job would you like to see.